What's up, world? Michael EJ here with you with another video in the field of finance, business, and life. Today I would like to talk to you about a company that is very interesting. It gets a lot of attention in the finance world and in the business world in general, and has some very strong opinions, both good and bad. And that company, Tesla. Almighty Tesla, trying to figure out, is this a good company to invest in? Is this the right time to invest? Do you believe in what Elon Musk is selling? Let's find out. So Tesla, for all of those who do not know, they consider themselves to be an energy company, well, sustainable energy, but they really are, at least in my opinion, they're a car company. Not just any car company, they're a luxury car company. They sell high-performance, fully electric vehicles and energy storage systems, as well as they install, operate, and maintain solar and energy storage products. Right now, majority of their revenue is coming straight from car production. I mean, maybe about 90% comes from the cars. And they have two models out as of right now. The Model S, nice-looking car, if you have $70,000 to pay for it, or the Model X, nice looking SUV, very slick in design, if you have $80,000 to pay for it. A lot of money. Now, I'm going to break down my general thoughts on Tesla and all that's going on into three main themes. First is the vision. Elon Musk is a true visionary. He has sold a lot of people on his vision for the world. That is, electric cars are everywhere. He's trying to be the first person in that and really push the boundaries in terms of the entire automaking industry. He wants to go to Mars. If you got the money to, let's hop on a spaceship and head to Mars. I mean, he just thinks differently about the world and isn't afraid to push boundaries. And a lot of people has bought into his vision. And being able to sell a story is so strong. Oswald the Motorin of NYU, one of my favorite investors to keep up with, he talks about, he has a book dedicated to it, essentially, talking about it is much more powerful to sell a story versus use the numbers. And Elon Musk, with his vision, he's definitely selling it, and a lot of investors are buying into it. And I mean, it's tough not to. I mean, he's kind of disrupting an industry. He's one of these key industry disruptors. A lot of people put him in the same, but put Tesla in the same vein as an Amazon, a Facebook, a Google. I mean, it's tough not to how he's being innovative and how fast the company has grown to about a $60 billion market cap with only a fraction of car sales relative to like a Ford, for example. So, I mean, hey, you can't really get mad at it, but there are some concerns, at least from the investment side. And this is the next thing I'm going to focus on, and it's good growth, question mark. Is Tesla growing because it's actually creating a lot of value, or are they just growing for growth's sake? Let's dig a little bit deeper and analyze that. So, for myself, it's all about return on investment. What's a good investment? If it has high returns. Return on investment is connected to two parts. There's turnover, which is you make a lot of investments, and how quickly do you turn those investments into revenue? And then there's the margin. So you turn your investments into revenue, and of that revenue, how much do you keep after selling expenses, operating expenses, etc.? And it looks like Tesla's trying to work on both ends. Because usually you have to focus on one or the other. Usually you're really good at the turnover part, which is really good production. You're really good on the production side, the supply chain. Or you really have high margins. Maybe more of a brand name, these sorts. That it's usually one or the other. And now Tesla's trying to do both, which is something I really like. How so? Well, on the margin side, I've already mentioned to you the price of both the Model X and the Model S. Really expensive cars. Really expensive. I mean, it's not ultra luxury like a Ferrari or Lamborghini, but it's not like normal luxury, like your Lexus, BMW, Mercedes-Benz. It's in the middle, and accordingly, their sales are approximately in the middle of the two in terms of how many cars they've sold so far. It's really good. I like that, and there's a real strong focus on technology and a really strong purpose on just really sticking out. So there goes that differentiation component, and it's a brand that people in their 20s and 30s, myself included, can really relate to. It might not be on the same level as a Ferrari, but it's a pretty solid brand. And who wouldn't want to drive one of those things? I mean, have you test drove any of those? I mean, they're nice. They're really nice. So they got the brand name and the margin part. They're trying to figure it out. But I also see a strategic shift in the company, focusing more on the turnover aspect, focusing more on trying to sell as many cars as possible and sell them efficiently. How? Well, the Model 3 that's supposed to be coming out in September, I want to say. It'll be coming out in September. The approximate price is more like $45,000 to $50,000. That's in the range of a normal luxury car. Nothing's wrong with a normal luxury car. I want a normal luxury car. I mean, who doesn't? But what Tesla's trying to do is still differentiate between all the other luxury cars, trying to be a little bit above them but sell at the same price. Hopefully to sell more cars. So they're trying to work both ends of the spectrum, which is something I really like, and it's something that can really work out once all their factories are built and once all this high investment passes over. And that is my concern. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I already know about these gigafactories, and there's one popping up in Nevada pretty soon, pretty much almost complete. And there's another one, I want to say in New York, Buffalo area, Gigafactory 2. And these things are massive. And what's the purpose of building them? So he can produce the Model 3 at a higher rate, at a rate where normal luxury cars sell. Let me paint you a picture of the landscape of the auto industry. So in the US alone in 2016, about 7 million cars were sold. 7 million. Of that 7 million, I estimate somewhere in the wide range of 100 to maybe 200,000 were luxury cars. I'm not including the super luxury, ultra luxury cars. It wasn't that many of those anyway. Maybe 10,000. I mean, they rarely sell. It's like an exclusive club. So just normal luxury, 200,000 or maybe 7 million. And that includes some of Tesla's sales, at least in the United States. Broaden that out to the world where there was about 75 million cars sold. So about, 10 times what's sold in the US. So the overall industry from 2016, maybe about 2, maybe 3 million luxury cars were sold. With these rough numbers. Now, can Tesla push the boundaries a little bit and maybe become a really big industry player and who knows, gets that 500,000 level that they want to get to in terms of car production? Can they sell that much annually? It's possible. It's possible, and it deserves a more focus on the production side, as Elon Musk and Tesla's doing. But when Elon throws out the idea of having 3 or 4 gigafactories and breaking them all in, starting them all now or soon, that's when I'm a little bit concerned. That's where I'm like, okay, he's not focused on return on investment and having really high quality growth, sustainable growth, fundamental growth. He's just growing for growth's sake. And with the factories and with just general car production, the growth's going to come. Sales are going to increase. A little bit of margin expansion goes a long way when sales are flying high. But you can't continue to have heavy reinvestment and you continue to grow like that, because at the end of the day, you still have no cash. You're not producing any cash. And case in point, Elon Musk just went to the bond markets to get some cash. They borrowed some funds. Why is this, in my opinion, young growth company going to the bond markets? Why? Because there's a lot of people that are against the company. A lot of people against the company. They don't know what Elon Musk is doing as well. They don't trust him. I'm a little bit skeptical as well, and it's just a weird dynamic, and it shows through the numbers. Right now, 30% of all shares outstanding, well, all the float in the stock market for Tesla shares are being shorted. 30%. That's 30% of whoever invested in you rooting for you to go down. Usually for a stock that has heavy short interest, it's around 5 to 10%. 30%? I mean, are you kidding me, man? I mean, there's a lot of people rooting against you. The stock price is about $340 right now. I think it should be closer to $240. I mean, in both my PVGO analysis, which actually favors growth companies, still doesn't reach the bar. The DCF looks even worse. And I don't even see them making enough returns on investment to justify the cost. I mean, it's just a very questionable investment. So, I mean, based on that, at least for me, I'm not sure. I don't think this is a good investment right now, at least for my time frame. But that's why it's a third theme. Long-term view. If you're looking at this company and you're really buying into the vision Elon Musk is selling, I kind of am. I must admit, I've kind of sipped some of the Kool-Aid. Even though I'm skeptical on the execution, I've bought into the vision. And if you really are one of those who want to get very far ahead and want to see the stock possibly triple or quadruple, this might not be a bad time to get into it if you're willing to wait 8, 10, 12 years. I mean, that's when things are going to really work out. Once all this high investment passes and once the company's more cash sustainable and once you really see where the company's going, because I'm unsure where Tesla's going. I'm not sure what they want to do. And I'm not sure if they're just growing just to grow or if they're really trying to create value. But if you beat everybody to it, the stock is at $350 now. It could be at $1,200, $1,500 in 10 years. I mean, not adjusting for stock splits, of course, but yeah, it can be there. I can see that happening. It's outside of my time frame. I'm more of the shorter time frame. I want to see some things happening 1, 2, 3 years. So I will wait until it's closer to that. I will wait till those milestones have been hit and I've seen where the company's truly trying to go. But if you believe what I think the company should go and what it probably will go, and you believe in Elon Musk and you believe in the picture painted in the brand of Tesla, and even though other luxury car brands are getting into the electric space, that the technology of Tesla still sticks out and it will be treated as such and it will always be favored, then yes, invest in Tesla today, but do not get out of it for the next 10 years. So that's about it for today. That's my thoughts on the almighty Tesla. Definitely let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you just think the stock price is just so out of whack that it doesn't matter what happens in the next couple of years, it's not worth buying today? Or if you're a little bit more optimistic, let me know if my story for Tesla doesn't match your story, as well as if there are any other companies you would like for me to look at. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Definitely talk about different things in the stock market. That's the passion, that's the love. Also general things in business and life in general. So, in conclusion, don't buy Tesla today unless you're holding it for 10 years. Until the next time, peace.